family birthing centers with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hit, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne High.
Long with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, Indiana High School basketball fans. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live right here from Northrop High School. We do have another doubleheader in the Summit Athletic Conference. First up, of course, are the girls. We do have the Northside Legends taking on this Northrop Bruins. Of course, Northrop, one of the best teams in the Summit Athletic Conference, sitting 5-1 in the conference. They are locked in a two-way tie there in second place with Southside. Of course, the lone undefeated team in the SAC is the Homestead Spartans, of course, keeping the trend alive and undefeated in the SAC. Right there at third place, we have another two-way tie between Concordia and Snyder. Following that is Carroll at 2-3, Lewis 2-4, Dwenger 2-4, Northside 1-4, and Wayne 0-6. Northside, of course, getting that win last Friday evening at Wayne High School. Of course, I was out there. This is Tim Atkinson. I'll be calling your live coverage here today from SummitCitySports.com. Chris Cochran on the camera. We are just a minute away from the start of the contest. Of course, this could be a very one-sided contest here early in our first matchup, as the young Northside Legends will be taking on this powerful and experienced club of the Northrop Bruins. Of course, Northside led by head coach Jamie Wappis. As for Northrop, they are led by head coach Rashida Muhammad. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, none of this would be possible without our title sponsor, Parkview Sports Medicine, where it is game on. Our elite team of experts in orthopedic surgery, athletic rehabilitation, nutrition, and sports performance training offers athletes coordinated care and instant access at the new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic inside the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Also, ParkviewSportsMedicine.com is a new go-to for local sports with scores and highlights for all area schools. Parkview Sports Medicine wants to celebrate the accomplishments of athletes on and off the field. Check it out at ParkviewSportsMedicine.com. To make Parkview Sports Medicine part of your team, give them a call at 260-266-4007 or log on, of course, to ParkviewSportsMedicine.com. Also, the Big Eyed Fish. Big Eyed Fish supports Fort Wayne area athletics and has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Original location is at historic 1502 North Wells Street. You can also visit their express locations at 3001 Hillegas Road and their express north location at 10380 Leo Road. Big Eyed Fish has a 4.3-star ranking out of 5 with over 250 Google reviews. Find them at originalbigeyedfish.com and bigeyedfishexpress.com. Of course, like their Facebook pages for updated promotions and enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at the Big Eyed Fish. Of course, another big shout-out to our partners here, Fort Wayne Comets, who, of course, have won 9 championships, as we'll talk about. For now, let's send you to the PA announcer for the starting lineups.
Number 54, LaQuisha Root. Starting at one guard, the 4-guard Lady Legends offense, a 5'9" junior, number 2, Julie Roy. Also at guard, a 5'8" junior, number 5, Makayla Wilcher. At the 3rd guard position, a 5'7" junior, number 32, Naya Coleman. Rounding out the starting lineup for the Lady Legends at the other guard spot, a 5'8" senior, number 10, Nayla Morris. Coaching the Lady Legends, Ms. Jamie Watkins. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your Northrop Lady Bruins. Starting at one forward, the 6' senior, number 25, Alicia Tiny Williams. At the other guard spot, a 5'10" senior, number 5, Brianna Douglas. Starting at one guard in the 3-guard Lady Bruins offense, a 5'7" senior, number 23, Morgan Hughes. Also at guard, a 5'5" senior, number 14, Ariel Thatcher. Rounding out the starting lineup for the Lady Bruins at the other guard spot, a 5'3" senior, number 2, Naomi Dubé.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live right here from Northrop High School. Excited to be here for another SAC doubleheader action. Of course, our boys will be up next. The Northside Legends, top 15 in the state, regardless of class, taking on the young Northrop Bruins. That will be about a 7:30, 7:45 tip. But for now, let's get set with the girls. Of course, the starting lineups in the books. Northside in the all red, Northrop in the white with their orange trim. And we are set. That is Makayla Wilcher and Alicia Tiny Williams with the jump. And Wilcher nearly got it. And Northrop will take possession as Northside comes out man-to-man, leads a wide open 3, and not the start you wanted if your head coach Jamie Wappis. Brianna Douglas with the triple, as she can do everything here for head coach Rashida Reyes, who comes up with the steal right there. Beautiful crossover from Thatcher, couldn't get it off glass. Rebound Ruth, goes to Roy, has Wilcher on the wing, steps, pops, that's a 2, long. Wilcher with the offensive rebound, blocked and taken away by Douglas. Look at the confidence. Douglas, and that's a travel. Good idea. But it will be a turnover. And full court pressure here from Northrop. Northside sees that all the time. There's that trap, Ruth. There's Nia Coleman. Good knock away from Hughes. Morgan Hughes with the deflection, and Northside still stays with it, and then Coleman can't handle the pass, out of bounds. Of course, this is Indiana High School basketball. We do play 4 8-minute quarters here in the state, 10-minute halftime, and no shot clock. Northrop and Northside, SAC. Of course, tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tiny Williams, screen upside. As Thatcher has to go to Hughes in the corner. Guarded by Roy. Flip back out, Thatcher. It's a screen from Tiny Williams. Good hands from Ruth. Knocked away still. Here's Dubé. Dubé had an outstanding SAC Holiday Tournament. She launches the 3-ball.
Number
2 for 2 for threes. Our Northrop, Dubé with her first. It's 6-zip, 6.5 minutes. Roy, step back, jumper. Thatcher boards, stuck in the corner. Ooh, that's a contact, no foul. Hughes will bring it up. The look ahead. Tough catch by Douglas. Goes to Hughes, that's her specialty. Couldn't get that one. Tiny Williams, nice offensive rebound and put back for the 8-0 lead. Spreading up the scoring here is Northrop. Ruth goes into a double team. Had to leave it and stolen. Thatcher looking to push in the paint and a foul on the reach. Thatcher will head to the line for the first attempt for Northrop. First team foul there, North South.
Number 54, location Ruth.
That is on Ruth, her first.
Ariel Thatcher at the line.
Thatcher, first of 2. No spin on it, but nothing but net. 9-zip, early sub here for Northside. That's Noelle Thompson. She'll check in for Jewel Roy. I don't think Jamie Wampus liked that step back Steph Curry move on that offensive end. And it comes out. Replaced by Thompson, who can get on the glass. There she is. There's Nayla Morris in the starting lineup tonight. No Jay Shanaik Brooks, one of the top sophomores here in the city of Fort Wayne. Good look. Just couldn't get it to go. Swatted, but too much contact from Tiny Williams. We'll have a 2-foul shot situation here with Nia Coleman.
Number 32, Nia Coleman at the line.
5:42 on the clock here in the first quarter. Coleman can't get hot from beyond the arc and really light it up. As I mentioned, early win coming in the SAC against the Wayne Generals, who are winless. Homestead 6-0, all alone atop. These Northrop Lady Bruins of Southside locked in at 5-1. As she goes 1 of 2. Does Coleman. Dubé, look at that sneaky crossover in the paint, pull up from 10. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful move. 5 points now for Dubé, and add another steal and another 14er, no good. Tiny Williams with the reach, can't get it. And rebound. Goes to Morris, comes to Ruth. Up the wheelchair, off the leg, has to pick it up. Comes up top, Ruth. They got away with the travel. And not that time. 5:07, 11-1 our score. Another substitution. Shylin Wheelchair will come back in for Ruth.
Wheelchair checking in.
Five minutes left in this first quarter. SummitCitySports.com. Game number 1 of 2 of the night. Be about a 15-20-minute break after the conclusion of this contest. We'll get settled in for the boys. Ooh, beautiful seal by Douglas and fine for Northrop. That was outstanding. 5 points for Douglas, 5 for Dubé. Can't get it. Rebound Douglas. 4.5 minutes knocked out of bounds. We'll stay with the Bruins. 13-1, excuse me.
Checking in for the Lady Legends.
Smythe Chambers in for Northside. And out of bounds, Tiny Williams lost it. Great coaching over here on the sideline from Northrop. Head coach Rashida Muhammad, one of the Outstanding young coaches here in the state of Indiana. As back-to-back turnovers, we'll come right back to Northrop. I'm sure that'll only happen once or twice here tonight. Over the timeline comes Thatcher. Nice hesitation dribble into the paint, and we're gonna have a push on the dribble drive. That one will be on Michaela Wilshire. 4:05 in the first. Tiny Williams, too big. Just couldn't get it up on glass. Nice board by Douglas. That's why Northrop is so good. They can hit you from about any position on the floor. Look at a steal. Lost the glasses, didn't care. Alicia Tiny Williams. Outstanding play from Tiny Williams. Heading to Purdue University, of course, to continue her track and field career and academic. She didn't come in bounds and get position before receiving the ball, so you're considered out of bounds. We'll stay at that end with Northrop. Thought I heard a whistle, sort of the girls, but Tiny Williams didn't stop. I thought for sure I heard a whistle. That's exactly what Northside's bench is saying. That led right to a turnover. 3:39 on the clock. 19-1. Similar start to the Southside-Northside game a couple weeks ago. Actually, that was before Christmas. Hughes, Douglas, Dubé, Thatcher, and Tiny Williams. It's the starting five. No Saab. Beautiful lob and catch. Another one can't be finished, but Morgan Hughes, offense rebound. Another one. Tiny Williams in traffic. Still can't get it. Comes back to Dubé, the smallest player on the floor. One of them then is fouled. She'll head to the line. Mass substitution coming here for Northrop. Darnell Lucas getting ready to check in for Northside. Dubé to the line to shoot a pair. Connects.
Number 11, Darnell Lucas.
Dubé now with 6. Brandon Douglas leading her club with 7 in the early going. 3:05 left. It's them both.
Number 11, Ashley Scott in for the Lady Bruins. Number 32, Maddie Coleman, also in for Northrop.
Coleman kicks out Wilshire. She's along with Noelle Thompson, who has the ball right there. Gave it to Coleman. Coleman, nice floater, still can't get it. And look at the hops there from Douglas. Just went higher than everyone else, but stole by Wilshire. And the lay-in. Michaela Wilshire
That's my number 5.
cuts it to 18. 2.5 minutes left in the first. So Wilshire gets the first field goal for Northside. The overplay leaves Douglas. Had a double clutch. It didn't matter. So talented is Brianna Douglas, the 5'10 senior, the senior-laden team. As they do run pretty much all seniors out on the floor for head coach Rashida Mohammed. Foul, and it will be a shooting foul. 2:02 remaining in the first.
Also number 11, Ashley Scott. Number 32, Nia Coleman at the line.
So Coleman to the line to shoot a pair. That's Maddie Ullman, number 32, number 3, Mackenzie Snyder, and number 11, Ashley Scott, who just fouled, just checked into the contest on that last free throw make. Of course, today's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. As we may have a lane violation. and it was on Northrop, so they will get another chance. Will Nia Coleman for her second attempt. 23-3. Nice start here for the Lady Bruins, and Coleman gets the roll on that one. 23-4. Thatcher, guarded by Coleman. All man-to-man defense here on both sides. Thatcher into the paint. Look how easy the blow by. Man, lays it in. Thatcher, nice move. And the bucket. She now has 3. Douglas leads all with 9. And right through the hands of Thompson. There's just too many unforced mistakes for Northside, game in and game out. Good jab step from Scott, goes glass. Are you kidding me? Ashlyn Scott showing you the skill. Outstanding move from the senior. Ashlyn Scott, 23-point lead, I should say. Coleman to the cup, gets fouled. Go back earlier to the SummitCitySports.com replay and watch this high-low as Douglas comes down, and watch the seal on the pass from Thatcher and up and in. That was outstanding work on the high-low game. Coleman to the line. She'll get 2. 1:11 left. That's wide left. Somebody opened a gym door. Coleman connects on the second. 27-5. Coleman, 3 points on 3 free throws. She is 3 of 6. Beautiful give and go there. Snyder goes to Allman, comes back. Douglas, spin move. Oh, just needs to rise up right there. You're at 10 feet. Baseline dribble drive though is foul. Thatcher on the nice move. Defensively, you got to cut off baseline, force everything middle. As Douglas will look to inbound. They box it, pop out Thatcher. Thatcher, she'll rise up. I can't believe they're laying off Ariel Thatcher. As she shows you why. Hits the 3 ball. Now has 6. 38 seconds and a foul. So this will be the 4th team foul on Northrop and the 1st on Douglas. 37 and a half left in the 1st. They box it there. Wheelchair goes to the bucket. They look for Thompson. Good defense from Northrop. Wheelchair gets it to Wheelchair, flips it up. No good. 30 seconds and out of bounds. We'll go to Northrop. Of course, tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thatcher, 20 seconds, holding for the last shot. His head coach, Mohammed. 15 seconds. Coleman on Thatcher. 10 seconds. Crossover. Leaves it Scott. Scott into the paint. Kicks it. 4 seconds. Somebody needs to let it rip. Thatcher needs to get it up, does, but just wide left. So that is the end of 1:35. Your score. You are watching Summit Athletic Conference basketball here live from SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live from Northrop High School. Game number 1 of our doubleheader. Of course, the boys will be up shortly after the conclusion of this game. Right now, one-sided contest. The Northrop Lady Bruins looking outstanding on the defensive end, leading to nice, easy buckets. As Northside just can't get anything going. Only 1 field goal in that first quarter. That was from Mikayla Wheelchair on a steal and lay-in. And 3 of 6 for Nia Coleman from the free-throw line. That's 5 points. So 7:45 left in this second quarter. Shylin Wheelchair, far side Lucas. Coleman, wanted Thompson, knocked away. Coleman gets it back, floater off glass, no good, battle for the rebound. And out of bounds will go to Northrop. Checked in for Northrop is Markia Cardin, the junior, 5'11" forward. Played good minutes in that holiday tournament as well. That, of course, all 18 games live from SummitCitySports.com. She knew she missed that one right away, did Mackenzie Snyder. Here comes Coleman. Good defense from Dubé. She had 7 points in that first. Good look, and there's a foul reaching from behind on Snyder.
Foul number 3, Mackenzie Snyder.
Her first, team's 5th. 7:05 left in the second. Thompson. Coleman. There's Thompson on the post. Right over, turned right shoulder and went with the right hand. And knocked it in, just skimmed over the front of the rim. So no Chanel Tyra so far. It's a 3-ball from Dubé. We can mark it up correctly. Dubé with the triple. It's her second of the game. She has 10 points, 6.5 minutes, 33-7. Good defense, man-to-man from Scott. Wheelchair down low. Got it over Dubé. Thompson, Coleman rebounds. Lucas. Wheelchair. And who that last touch? It looked like that went off Snyder. As it did. We'll see at that end with Northside. 6:14 left in the second. Thompson lost the handle. Picked up the dribble in the corner, not what you want. Got Coleman though on a post. Had Scott on her back, turned around. No good, good box out Dubé. But Lucas there with the scramble rebound. Under 6 minutes. Thompson needs help. Somebody needs to go get the ball. And a timeout call by head coach Jamie Wappis. 30-second timeout. We'll take a short one with them. You are watching SummitCitySports.com.
There's Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hits, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne
Hockey with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live. Northrop High School. And thanks to our title sponsor, Parkview Sports Medicine, and of course, Big Eye Fish. Secondary sponsors came on right before our holiday tournament. As you see their logo spinning in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. As Wheelchair moved the feet before she put the ball down.
Number 23, Morgan Hughes.
As Morgan
31,
Hughes
White,
checks in. And number 31, Tiana White, the top freshman here in the city as well. Tiana White, very, very talented player, great size for a freshman as well. They list her 5'10". And double dribbles the call on Mackenzie Snyder, 5'38", 33-7 we stay.
Number 1, Trinity Mitchell.
Trinity Mitchell checks in for the first time. as Lucas checks out. So Coleman, Thompson, Michaela Wheelchair, Shailene Wheelchair, and Trinity Mitchell, your 5 for Northside. Good look to Thompson, knocked away. Back to Wheelchair, high arcing 3, got it. Michaela Wheelchair with the 3 ball.
Michaela Wheelchair.
And a breath of fresh air there for Northside, as she now has 5 points. Dubé, 2 open, as Northside goes into the zone, and Dubé hits her 3rd 3 of the game. She now has 13 points. Coleman, Thompson knocked away from behind from Snyder, the outlet to White, Tiana White, and she is fouled by Wheelchair with 4:48 remaining in this second quarter. So Tiana White, the freshman, will head to the line.
Number 5, Michaela Wheelchair.
That is the 15th foul, the second on Wheelchair.
At the line, number 31, Tiana White.
So Tiana White to the line. Converts on the first.
Number 13, Samaya Chambers.
As Chambers checks back in for Northside. And White converts on both the freshmen. Good looking free throw stroke there. So that's a nice look by Mitchell. Couldn't be handled, and we're gonna have a jump ball. Alternating possession will go to Northrop.
Possession Northrop.
So a balanced scoring first half so far, and that's what they do, no question. Ariel Thatcher leads the squad, 13.5 a game. Dubé with 12 a game. Douglas, 10.5. Hughes, 9. Tiny Williams, about 8 points a game. I mean, outstanding balance from Northrop. And they are a tough, tough team to beat here in the 2017-18 season. As Trinity Mitchell hits the 3 ball. So a couple threes here in the second quarter for Northside. Can they answer? Hughes cannot. Rebound. Comes out Coleman. Coleman. Midway through this second quarter. Had another up and look, didn't take it. Goes back Coleman. Wheelchair. There's Mitchell. In traffic. Good catch by Thompson. Take. Can't get it to go. Needs to go glass on that. Beautiful outlet from White to Dubé. And just deadens on the back of the rim and falls in. She now has 8 in the quarter, 15 for the game. She leads all scorers. And Mitchell blocked by White, but a foul called, so she will head to the line.
Also number 55, Marquia Carden. Number 1, Trinity Mitchell at the line.
So Mitchell to the line. As they were calling that a 2 on that shot from Mitchell. So it's 40 to 12.
Ariel Thatcher, number 25, Alicia Tiny Williams.
Tiny Williams checks back in, as does Thatcher. And now Destiny Jackson, the other freshman for Northrop, checks in. Another one with a 5'10" listing here on the roster as Carden checks out for head coach Muhammad. Mitchell. Second attempt. Back rim, no good. Thompson near rebound. White came out with it. Thatcher. Nice take by Ariel Thatcher. Puts it up off glass and in. Thatcher now with 8 points. 3:15. That's a good play from behind. He did no contact, but the hand on the ball. Completely legal. 3:06. Morgan Hughes will inbound as Northrop boxes up this inbound play. They pop out Tiny Williams, now White. Thatcher, they went Hughes, beautiful, nice screen. Let to the wide open, 3 ball for Morgan Hughes.
That's number 23, Morgan Hughes.
45-12 our score. Hughes with their first bucket, and that's that triple on a beautiful design play. And out of bounds, goes back to Northrop. So Northrop with another chance to add to this lead. Tiny Williams. Hughes, high arcing three, no good. And off of Northrop, out of bounds. Go to north side, 2:25 remaining. Checking back in is Brianna Douglas.
Number 5, Brianna Douglas, back in for the Lady Bruins.
Checks in with 9 points. North side. So Coleman, Chambers, Thompson, Mitchell, and Wheelchair. Thompson blocked by Tiny Williams. Her length is just too much. 2:17 left in this second quarter. Looking inbound. It was a good clear out by Mitchell. Just couldn't get the angle on the pass. Now Mitchell on that curl. Knocked away. Triple team, double team, and then trying to rip away. But the jump ball will stay at that. And now with the possession arrow. 44-12. Wheelchair. Winnie Coleman got it. In the corner, Douglas on her. Good post defense from Tiana White. Northrop has done that several times, so well coached. Douglas hesitated on that 3 ball that left open the lane and couldn't roll it home. Tiny Williams there for the offensive rebound, and she has lost and missed so many bunnies. And you can see the frustration on her face there.
Also number 33.
She will head to the line. Tiny Williams with 6 points with 151. Can't hit the first. Tiny Williams averaging just under 10 points a game. Excuse me, just under 8 points a game. So Jay Shanae Brooks, of course, not in the lineup here this evening for Northside. She's the leading scorer for Northside at 8.5 a game. She's an outstanding sophomore. And then right there is Nia Coleman with 7.5. 45-12, minute 35. Mitchell on the dribble drive. Cut off baseline, goes Thompson. Thrown away. Here's Thatcher. Had her leaking out. Was Jackson. Hangs, can't get it to go. And that will be offensive foul on Tiny Williams. We'll be shooting a one-on-one here. That's a 17 foul on Northrop.
32, Nia Coleman will be at the line.
So Coleman will head to the line where she is 3 of 6. She'll be shooting the front end of the one-on-one. 1:24 left in this first half. As the referees have a discussion over on that far side, not really sure what it's for. I think they're maybe talking about who the shooter is. Coleman, first attempt. Nothing but net as Coleman hits the first. We'll get a second one. 4-7 now from the charity stripe. Don't forget, this is game number 1 of 2 of our doubleheader. As Coleman back rim, can't hit that one. Rebound by the freshman Destiny Jackson. Here's Thatcher. Boys will be up after the conclusion of this contest. Another steal. This one for Northside. Chambers gets a screen from Mitchell. Thompson. We're at 1 minute left in this second quarter. Thompson, almost a 5-second call instead. Tiny Williams with the steal. Goes Thatcher, crosses over to the left hand and finishes through the contact. Does Ariel Thatcher, 47-13, the biggest lead for Northrop. Coleman, 35 seconds. Goes glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, nobody boxed her out, and then that led to the foul with 31.8. Eighth team foul, but we will send Coleman back to the line. This time shooting the 2 foul shots as Mackenzie Snyder's getting ready to check back in for Northrop. Coleman connects on the first. She's not been able to put 2 consistent free throws in, consecutive free throws, I should say. Now 5 of 8. And 6 of 9. Hits them both that time. So the reverse jinx goes Northrop's way. 2-3 zone. North side will stay in. Douglas shoots over the top of it. No good. Rebound Jackson. Her and White and Douglas and add Mackenzie Snyder. And that's 3 players, 5'9" or taller. As that'll be a foul on Northrop with 11.3 left. That will send Samaya Chambers to the line to shoot 2. That's a second on Thatcher. 9th on the team. That one left, no good. Second attempt here for Samaya Chambers. Back rim, no good. Rebound White. Outlet to Thatcher. That was quick. 8 seconds. And Thatcher, nope, what a foul. That'll be the 7th team foul on Northside. We'll be shooting the 1-and-1. So Thatcher will head to the line to shoot the front end.
Ariel Thatcher at the line.
Ariel Thatcher. Thatcher connects on the first attempt. Will get a second. She now has 11. And make it 12 for the senior. 49-15 as Northrop drops near half 100 here in the first half. 2 seconds. Knocked away, and that won't be good. So at the end of the first half, 49-15 is our score. Outstanding first half for the Northrop Lady Bruins, but we'll take a break here and join you as we get closer to the second half. You are watching Indiana High School basketball right here from SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home. Or when you're on the go, the same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
There's Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hits, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne
Hockey. With the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
By Michelle and Jerry Hughes, 4 years in the program.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com, coming to you live from Northrop High School. Halftime break, little extended halftime here for senior night. Leading scorer Naomi Dubé with 15 points. Ariel Thatcher dropped 12 as well, but they are up big at half, 49-15, right here live from SummitCitySports.com. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Well, we'll take a break here for this extended halftime and come back. You are watching Indiana High School basketball right here from SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go, the same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hits, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne hockey.
Plum with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Starting the second half for Northrop, number 2, Naomi Dubé, number 5, Brianna Douglas.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the
sky. Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hits, scores!
Now the sticks are up, and now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne
Hockey with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com. Start of your second half. 49-15 is our score. Northrop in full effect here in game number 1 of our doubleheader, as Douglas all the way to the cup. The help defense came way late, and Brianna Douglas starts the second half as she did the first. And that is scoring the ball. She now has 11. mentioned leading scorer in that half.
Number 10,
Miami Dubé with 15. Ariel Thatcher had 12, Douglas with 9, and Tiny Williams with 7. Converts on the three-point play, 52-15. Wheelchair down low, tough catch. From Morris, there's Ruth. Tiny Williams boards. Thatcher all the way to the lane, to the cup, and easy transition bucket for Ariel Thatcher and the Northrop Bruins. 54-15, and we're gonna have too much body on that block on Hughes.
Also number 23, Morgan Hughes.
So Ruth will look to inbound on the baseline. Roy got taken out there a couple minutes into the first half, or first quarter, and didn't play the remaining. Ruth launches a 3-ball and got it. LaQuisha Ruth with her first bucket. Is that 3-ball. 7:05 remaining. Hughes. All starters back in for both clubs. Good steal from Nayla Morris. Morris to Roy. Roy, bounce pass to Wheelchair. Good save, Coleman. Morris, 3-ball. And Northside can't get 2 in a row. Rebound, Brianna Douglas. Rolls to Ariel Thatcher, the lob to Tiny Williams, and just can't get it out of bounds. We'll go back to the Legends. So Roy. With Ruth at the high post. She'll back it out. Brandon Douglas on her. And the steal, too much length for Douglas. And she wants to take it all the way up, and she will score the bucket.
Steal and basket number 5, Brandon Douglas.
5 points early in this third, 14 now in the game for Brianna Douglas. Here's Roy. Ruth. Baseline blocked by Tiny Williams. Alicia Tiny Williams, as I mentioned, heading to Purdue University to continue her track and field career. Outstanding discus and shot put. Track and field star that she has. Wheelchair grabbed it. Can't scramble. Morris, little baby jumper is good.
That's number 10, Ayla Morris.
Ayla Morris with her first points. Thatcher takes it all the way up, can't get it. Tiny Williams with the reach. Wheelchair, nice crossover dribble low. Wheelchair from behind from Tiny Williams, got ball as Wheelchair with the Bruce Leroy. Seen that several times this year. Thatcher. Dubé, not gonna come out. I'll just rise up and drain the 3-ball. Naomi Dubé, 18 points. Northrop continues his hot shooting. Coleman. Ruth. Morris, kick out Roy. Roy, jumper, no good. Wheelchair, good hustle, knocked it away, and then saved to Morris. Coleman. They'll set it up. There's Ruth back at that high post. Instead they go to Wheelchair, knocked out of bounds. We'll stay at that end. Kyla Wheelchair looks to inbound this basketball. Roy pops out, hands to Coleman. Good look to Ruth. Ruth. Too much traffic there for that bounce pass. Swatted. Tiny Williams sorting about the upper deck here at Northrop for her 27th block of the game. Coleman, that kid, of course. Morris has Roy. Back to Morris, back to Roy. 4.5 minutes. Morris and Roy switch spots. Floater off glass, wide, no good. Tiny Williams with the rebound. Dubé, nice dribble in traffic. And that may have saved an easy layup.
Also number 10, Nayla Morris.
Brandon Douglas looking to inbound. Goes Morgan Hughes. Hughes with the blow by, goes Glass. That went up with the right hand and not the right English. Coleman. She'll back it out. Roy. Nice recovery defensively from Ariel Thatcher. As Northrop's going to go with subs again. Ashlyn Scott, Maddie Ullman, and Mackenzie Snyder.
Number 32, Maddie Ullman. And number 3, Mackenzie Snyder, all checking it now for Northrop.
So those three will join Thatcher and Morgan Hughes. Coleman. There's Ruth looking for that back cut. May have had it that time. Step back jumper over Tiny Williams. Length definitely bothered that. Then a foul. Nope, we got to travel before the foul.
Number 1, Trinity Mitchell.
Well, Mitchell will check back in. Checked into that second quarter and drained a bucket immediately. 3:43 left in this third quarter. Ruth. Look at Tiny Williams. And the steal from Thatcher and the easy lay-in.
Steal and basket number 14, Ariel Thatcher.
Ariel Thatcher, 61-20, 3.5 minutes left in the third. Of course, tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. .320.
Foul on number 11, Ashlyn Scott.
That's just the second team foul. And the second on Scott as well. Ruth looking to inbound. She does to Coleman. Near steal from Thatcher again. We'll stay at that end. Near side Mitchell. There's Roy again with the left hand. Nia Coleman, front rim on the three ball, another rebound, Tiny Williams. Good luck. Ashlyn Scott, no good. Ew, spoke too soon. Ashlyn Scott hits the front of the rim and a beautiful spin up and over for the three ball. Scott now with 5. Roy lost the handle momentarily. Picks back up, 2:35. Good look down low to Roy, but she's giving up major inches over Tiny Williams. And Tiny Williams didn't even have to leave her feet that time. Ruth did come up with a steal, though. Out to Wheelchair. Wheelchair, quick, high-arcing 3, no good. Rebound, Ruth. And the floater, no good. Rebound, Snyder. 2:15 remaining in this third. Down low, Tiny Williams. Good extra pass. That may have been partially blocked by Coleman, but Mackenzie Snyder there for the rebound. Puts it up and in. 46 points is the lead. 2 minutes left in this third. And we either had a carry or a foul. It's going with the foul.
Also number 11, Ashlyn Scott.
Foul is on Scott, her third for Northrop, and the team's third, 1:50 remaining. Crowd starting to file in here at Northrop High School. Of course, we have the boys up next. Top 30 player in the country, Keon Brooks Jr. for Northside. Austin Boucher really coming into his own for the Legends as well. Very tough school, and preseason number 2 have lost some big games. That's Tiny Williams out, Carden in. No good, but Kyle Coleman with the rebound. And she'll head to the line on the foul.
Foul number 11, Ashlyn Scott.
As Brandon Douglas is going to check back in for Northrop.
The 32, Diane Coleman at the line.
Coleman, first attempt. Can't get it to go. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Parkview Sports Medicine, it is always game on. Of course, our elite team of experts in orthopedic surgery, athletic rehabilitation, nutrition, and sports performance training. It offers athletes coordinated care and instant access at the new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic. Inside the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Quick back-to-back. Right out of a made free throw, and they pushed it right into a transition bucket. Roy, hesitation dribble, step back, no good. Rebound, Allman. And we're going to have a foul. Foul will be on Roy.
Julian Roy.
So Julian Roy with the foul.
125
remaining in the third. 68-21. Thatcher, Snyder, Hughes, Douglas, and Allman, your 5 for Northrop. Morgan Hughes, Douglas, beautiful move, and there's a foul. That's going to be on Ruth.
Foul number 54, Quisha Ruth.
Quisha Ruth with her second and the team's fourth. 68-21 was a 49-15 halftime lead and a 30-5 first quarter lead. Thatcher pulls it back up top. Beautiful screen and execution on that play. And Morgan Hughes hits the 3 ball. 11 points now for Hughes, 71-21, 50-point edge for the Northrop Bruins. Coleman hands Roy. Roy wants Ruth, and a travel. 29.4 seconds. Noel Thompson's going to check in for LaQuisha Ruth.
For the Lady Legends.
.29 seconds on the clock left in this third quarter. SummitCitySports.com brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine. Big Eye Fish. Thatcher, 16 seconds, down low. Mackenzie Snyder, no good. Rebound on the offensive end for Brianna Douglas once again. 73-21. Coleman into the paint. And a drop step will be a travel by the end of the first quarter. You are watching SummitCitySports.com.
73, Northside 21.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit Summit City Sports.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Start of our fourth quarter, 8 minutes of game action remaining. SummitCitySports.com bringing this live broadcast, game 1 of our doubleheader. The boys will be up after conclusion of this game with the young squad of the Northrop Bruins. They are super young. Incidental contact, I guess, on that. No foul called. Steal, though, by Allman. Needs help. Over the timeline, brings it up herself, then floats it to Hughes. Hughes, want to go back baseline, now down low. Mackenzie Snyder, face up, turns back. The right-handed jump hook, but the foul will be on Wheelchair.
Foul's on number 32, Nia Coleman.
Foul on Coleman, her third, team's fifth.
Number 3, Mackenzie Snyder at the line.
Snyder hits the first. 74-21. Snyder can't hit the first. Nice knockout by Allman, but couldn't be handled. Back to Northside, 7:15 left on the clock. Wheelchair, gets it from Coleman. It runs into Roy though, gets a screen from Mitchell. Roy on that left hand. Trinity Mitchell now for Northside, under 7 minutes left in the game. Nia Coleman, nice jab step. Gets a screen from Mitchell right into the jumper, that was nice. Best looking play all night there for Northside. And that's Coleman, hits a screen and rises up for the jumper. Kick out Morgan Hughes. No good on the three. And loose ball, Wheelchair. It's in between her legs. And they'll get a jump ball.
Checking in for the Lady Bruins.
So Northside, majority of their roster juniors, with the exception of Ruth and Nyla Morris. We have not seen Chanel Towers, just 3 seniors on this roster. Majority of juniors. And then the sophomore class of Lucas Chambers and Jay Shanaik Brooks, who did not play tonight. She's in a walking boot over on the sideline. Michaela Wheelchair blocked by Tiny Williams. Looking for the foul, no call. Out of bounds, will stay at that end. So Mitchell, Thompson, Roy, Coleman, and Wheelchair, as that one knocked away by Tiny Williams, and the steal once again. Morgan Hughes, nice look to Allman. That was a tough catch and finish as she was nearly under the bucket. Maddie Allman puts that one in, 76-23. Roy. Coleman. 5:45. As Trinity Mitchell's flashing in and out. Now comes up for the screen on Tiny Williams. Left open a crease. Wheelchair, 4-3. Can't get that one to go. Tiny Williams, and the length, just tremendous as Dubé was looking for the push ahead. Knocked away. Now double team, finds Tiny Williams. Tiny Williams over Morgan Hughes. 5.5 under. Mackenzie Snyder, got it. That's a 2. Mackenzie Snyder with the 2.
Mackenzie Snyder.
78-23, 5:15 left. Coleman. Goes to Roy. On a baseline, step back, pulled up the dribble. Tried to go back to Coleman, did, but a foul from behind on number 23, Morgan Hughes. 16 foul on Northrop.
Number 23, Morgan Hughes. Number 11, Ashlyn Scott, back in for the Lady Bruins.
Yeah, and that is the second on Hughes. She will take a seat. Scott guarding that inbound. They did get it into Roy. 5 minutes left in the game. Roy baseline, cut off. And knocked out of bounds, will stay at that end. Roy. Coleman. And the look down low, knocked away by Snyder. Will stay at that end with Northside. 4:51 on the clock. 78-23. Was on the Wheelchair. Scooped it back. Coleman blocked by Tiny Williams. Several blocks here this evening for Tiny Williams. Out of bounds, we'll stay at that end. Here's Coleman. Looking to inbound. Roy. Skip pass near side, Wheelchair. Wheelchair. Blocked by, oh, 1-1. Wheelchair somehow, number 1, got it up. Number 2 got it over Tiny Williams. And number 3, it went in after the foul. She will head to the line for the 3-point play. So Kyla Wheelchair at the charity stripe for the conversion. Got it. Nice high arcing free throw, backspin, nicely done. 78-26, game well in hand. 49-15, halftime lead is Wheelchair with the steal. Can't get it up, lost the handle as she was going up. Coleman, offensive rebound, put back good. Ariel Thatcher's getting ready to check back in for Northrop. No good from Dubé. Loose rebound, comes to Snyder. Dubé, knocked away. Morgan Hughes, back to Dubé. 3 ball from Naomi Dubé. 5th 3 unofficially, 21 points. No good on that. Tiny Williams with the board. Here comes Dubé. And just over the head of Ashton Scott, out of bounds. We'll go back to Northside, 3:46.
14, Ariel Thatcher back in.
And Thatcher does check back in, and Naomi Dubé out.
Number 54, LaQuisha Ruth.
LaQuisha Ruth checks in for Trinity Mitchell for Northside.
Also number 3.
Also checking in, Shailene Wheelchair. .340 on the clock, 81-28. Outstanding game put on here from Northrop from the start, 30-5, first quarter lead. Offensive rebound again from Coleman and got that to spin home. 81-30 now, Coleman with 13. She's the leader for Northside. Snyder wide open, could have took 2 dribbles and laid it in, got her offensive rebound though. Got away with the travel back rim, no good. Tiny Williams offense rebound, put back, no good. Rebound Coleman. Thompson, that was a 2. Rebound LaQuisha Ruth. Coleman, under 3 minutes. Jewel Roy. Crafty dribble, Tiny Williams there for the help, lost her glasses. Thompson can't get that to go. Rebound Coleman. Back-to-back offensive rebounds from the point guard. Hanks, and that time is fouled by Northrop. Foul will be on Mackenzie Snyder with 2:36 left.
Number 32, Nia Coleman at the line.
And that is her second, the team's 8th. Coleman hits the first.
5, Brianna Douglas back in for Northrop.
Mackenzie Snyder checks out. Coleman's second attempt. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound by Nia Coleman and a nice look. Ruth can't get it to go. Douglas, offensive rebound again, and then a foul on the putback. Just too much on the glass. This is Northrop. And
fouls number 3, Shailene Wilford.
2:24.
Number 5, Brianna Douglas at the line.
Douglas. Can't get the first one to go. Kylie Wheelchair checks back in for Northside. As Nia Coleman will check out with 14 points. Team leader. in that category. Douglas. Front rim, no good. Thatcher, offensive rebound, put back up, and good.
Rebound, and basket number 14,
Ariel Thatcher. Thatcher now with 18 points. Just 3 behind the game leader, Naomi Dubé, with 21. Out of bounds, 2:07 left. Look down low, knocked away by Tiny Williams. And thrown away. Last touch by Northside, deflected out. Checking back in is Morgan Hughes.
Number 23, Morgan Hughes, back in for Northrop.
Maddie Ullman. Thatcher. 1:55 left in the game. Douglas flips it out. Hughes. Down low, Douglas. And knocked out of bounds. Last touch by LaQuisha Ruth. 1:42. Hughes. Got it.
Number 23, Morgan Hughes.
Morgan Hughes with another 3 ball. That's her 3rd. Check it, that first one she shot was marked as a 2. She has 8 points. 1:20 left. Roy. That left hand gets a screen from Ruth. Wild shot, no good. Rebound, Tiny Williams. The leak out ahead to Morgan Hughes. The catch and the foul. I believe this will be hit on Thompson. With 1:07 left, and that is
Number 33, Noelle Thompson.
2 foul shots here for
Morgan Hughes at the line.
Morgan Hughes. 86-31, 1:07 left. Hits on the first. Second one coming here for Hughes. Hits them both. 88-31, 1:05 left. Ruth, Thompson, Wheelchair, Roy, and Wheelchair, your 5 for Northside. Ruth, deep 3 in the corner. And I thought that hit the side of the board. Should have been in the live ball, but either way, we're going back here to Northrop. Thatcher, 52 seconds. The steal by Wheelchair, couldn't keep it in bounds. .9. Douglas, all the way to the call, plays it easy off glass.
Number 5, Brianna Douglas.
And Douglas with another bucket. She has 18 as well. Oh, and that foul on Shailene Wheelchair. And that will send Tiny Williams to the line. Shoot the 1-and-1.
3, Shailene Wheelchair. Number 25, Alicia Tiny Williams at the line.
So Tiny Williams to the charity stripe. She'll shoot the 1-and-1. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have the boys game live shortly after the conclusion of this contest. Live from SummitCitySports.com. That's the second. And 9 points now for Tiny Williams. Roy, 24 seconds. Kick out to Ruth, 20 seconds. And that's going to be a foul on Jewel Roy.
Foul's number 2.
19 foul. We're still in the 1-and-1.
14, Ariel Thatcher at the line.
Ariel Thatcher, 18 points. Hits the front end, we'll get a second attempt. (93-31). And no good. Tiny Williams, another near offensive rebound, but a jump ball called. And we're going to go the opposite way here to the north side. 12 seconds left.
Jump ball, possession north side.
93-31. So Ruth, as they will dribble it out here. Ruth will take a last-minute three, no good, and that will be the end of our contest. 93-31, led by Naomi Dubé's 21, Brianna Douglas 19, Ariel Thatcher's 18, and Tanya Williams with 9, but she had about 6 blocks unofficially and several rebounds. Outstanding game played here for Northrop. Tonight's broadcast has been brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And of course, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, we'll have the boys game up shortly after the conclusion of this here. So take a break, go to the fridge, do what you got to do, come back and join us for the boys. Until then, for Chris Cochran, I am Tim Atkinson. Thanks for joining us.
Mackenzie Snyder, 6 points. Number 11, Ashlyn Scott, 5 points. Number 25, Alicia.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home. Or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
There's Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hits guard!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne
Plong with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freebie with the shot from the point. He scored!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, We're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.